Sigma Nu, and tonight we're here to roast our Marshall. This son Marshall right here, Dylan Wilson, or as many people know him as, Wonderbread. The reason we call him Wonderbread is because he's the whitest kid you'd ever meet. He's recently acquired a new nickname though, Wonderbra, because he acts like a preteen girl 90% of the time. If you're at a Sigma Nu event and you hear complaining, there's a damn good chance it's him. He complains about everything, from the lack of underage girls to the reaction around him. So here's our chance to complain back. To start, we have the most Asian pledge of the year. It goes without saying that he has the highest GPA. But luckily we were able to get him away from his math homework for the night so he could come and participate. Here's the legendary Miss Pac-Man.
Thank you, Mug. Wonderbread. Wonderbread would have gotten a little brother this year, but there wasn't anyone white enough to be nicknamed Miracle Whip. What do you call Wonderbread when he's in the ghetto? The victim. An official statement from the president of our chapter. If there's two ways to describe Wonderbread, it's white and ugly. Oh, Wonderbread. You're in for a long night.
Up next, we have the laziest Turk in the world. We had to drag him out of bed just to get him here. Without further ado, here's the Turkish Snorlax himself.
Nasılsınız? Herkes iyi mi? Her şey güzel değil mi? I just said talking in Turkish. Yes, Wonderbra. The only reason Wonderbread wanted to be our marshal is so he could have bring us girls. That's it, girls. I just wanted girls. I just became our marshal because of it. And Wonderbread is such a nice guy, he decided to break up with his beautiful girlfriend of 2 years, just to welcome the freshman girls. One day I was checking Wonderbread's Facebook, and when we were coming up to make these jokes, and I was reminded that he has a bad habit of stealing girls' clothes and wearing them. This explains the time we found a bra and a pair of tights hidden in his room. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why?
Why?
Our next roaster, we found getting back with his girlfriend for the 3rd time this week. Unfortunately, his jokes are just about as good as his 0.5 GPA. Here he is, Gonzo.
The only reason why Sarge, Squid, and Kate decided to room with them is because they had to even out the guy-to-girl ratio. We told them to stop getting with freshman girls, so we started going after high school ones. Unfortunately, all the pledges were gone this weekend, so no one could bring them girls. So the only date he could find was his left hand. Wonderbread, you're a good dude. You're an awesome grandbig. So, yeah.
Coming up next, we have a man who takes great pride in the size of a suka. Personally, I think he's just trying to compensate for something. Here's a man whose dad doesn't support anything he does, Wiz.
Oh my God!
Alright, so how many Wonderbreads does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one, because they'll screw anything. So Wonderbread, he has great taste in women. There's this one time over spring break, he had this great night with this girl named Kate. Unfortunately, he wakes up the next morning to half his shit getting stolen and stories about her and her friends doing drugs in our bathroom. He's a lucky man, though, because on that trip, he managed to get pulled over 3 times, almost totaled his mom's car, and got away with only a $160 ticket, 2 warnings, and a bad case of herpes. As much as you complain, there's never really a dull moment when you're around. Thanks for putting up with us, man.
Living in the hood of Baltimore for all of his life. He's used to seeing Crown Vics all the time, but I guess he didn't see the one that hit him when he was longboarding. The human traffic cone himself, back.
Thanks, folks. So the other day I was at Wonderbread's house. I happened to see his calendar. I noticed that every day said it's my time of the month. Well, I gotta give it to him. Wonderbread loves his women. I've never seen a more prime example of quantity over quality. The amount of common sense Wonderbread has is about equal to the number of girls he's ever brought to a Sigma-Doo event. None. But thanks for being such an understanding marshal and a good friend. Up next, I'd like to bring up the roast master himself, a man of many stories but few talents. The only guy I know who has worse mood swings than Wonderbread. Give it up for Mark.
So, the other day I found a set of anal beads next to Wonderbread's bed. I went back the next day and he had me clean his room a little bit. And I noticed they were missing, but that's okay. I have a pretty good idea of where they went. Wonderbread has 2 prized possessions. A pair of alligator skin cowboy boots with spurs on them. Oh, sorry, snake skin. And his other most prized possession is the freshman girls.
Oh my god.
Many people wonder where Wonderbread was conceived. I have my ideas on that. I'm thinking it's on the corner of Schoolhouse and Henry. You know, that's where most accidents happen.
Oh my god!
You know, Wonderbread, this is the point where I'm supposed to compliment you. But unfortunately, none really come to mind. Thanks for taking our crude jokes like a champ. And we hope we don't hear you complain for too long. Hope everyone enjoyed our little show, and we hope everyone has a good Greek week.